the Mangalacharan first. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्णा। Let's do a quick revision. Last week we could only do 4 verses. Today we'll try to do more. Just a quick revision will be good. 721. Hari Gopal Prabhuji, you'd like to do that?
Yes, sir. So, I am in everyone's heart as the super soul. As soon as one desires to worship some demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to the particular deity. So, Prabhu, in this verse,
Prabhu, before
some
we start,
important.
sorry, if possible, give some context how it's related to the previous verse or the previous theme, if possible. Even
Sure,
one
Prabhu.
line is good. So I'm opening the 720 on the screen. You can have a look. Okay, so this is 720.
So, Prabhu, so if you look at the whole section itself, we are looking at four types of people who um, go to Krishna, who don't go to Krishna, and then from that we're deriving next section, which is people who are religious, what kind of faith they develop, right? So in this, like in 720, those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires surrender unto demigods and following a particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. So here Krishna is talking about people who would go to who follow karma kanda because they still have some material desires and they go and worship the demigod. Okay, and then the next verse Krishna is continuing this and saying that um, how is it possible that when everything is coming from Krishna, how is it that people are still trying to go um, uh, and getting attracted to these demigods? So Krishna is sitting in everybody's heart, and what he's trying to do is he's increasing the faith based on their desire, basically. So when it's like ye yatha mam prapadyante. So the degree of surrender that you show to Krishna, similarly he will reciprocate as well. So in when our faith is in demigods, Krishna is just enhancing our desire and making that even stronger. But in reality, what is happening is, even though we are going to demigods, the actual result is coming from Krishna only, because demigods themselves do not have any power to give or not give anything. They ultimately have to go back to Krishna, and Krishna will sanction the results to the people who are worshipping.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Just quickly, so Tanu means? So yo yo, yam yam, tanum bhaktaha. So what does tanu refers to?
Uh,
Form.
Demigods.
So tanu means body in Hindi, but tanu can also refer to the form. So whatever form they show their faith in, shraddhaya architum ichhati. So with shraddha, with faith, architum means to worship, ichhati. They desire to worship that form of demigod. Tasya tasya achalam shraddha. So the important word is, I make their shraddha, their faith, achala. Achala means Krishna helps them to grow his faith is stronger in that particular demigod. Suppose someone is a worshipper of, say, Durga Ma. So Krishna will make arrangements so that his faith in Durga Mata becomes stronger. So last time I said, Tam eva vidadhami aham. I am giving that. Now just quickly on the demigod topic, why the bones of demigods are not so good. Anyone else can say. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu?
Because they are temporary, Prabhu.
Who is temporary, Prabhu? Can you sort of expand it?
So, Prabhu, few things. So, firstly, the boons from the demigods are temporary
Why?
because they have an
You're right,
expiration.
Prabhu. I'm just expanding. You're right.
Because they themselves are temporary, so their
So
boons
the
are
first thing is demigods are temporary.
temporary.
Second
Yeah.
thing is their boons are temporary. They cannot give mukti. Mukti pradata sarvesham Vishnu revna sanshaya. Okay, so boons are temporary, they are temporary, and the max this worshipper can get is go back and live with the demigod in his abode. That is also temporary. Because abode is going to finish. When the Indra is finished, Indra Loka is finished.
Yeah.
Maximum we are talking. Maximum life is span. So because this is very temporary, we don't sell ourselves for that.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, Indra or whoever demigod one is worshipping, he is getting his strength from Krishna. So why don't we just go to the source and worship Krishna and get eternal benefit? Any other differences between demigod worship and Krishna's worship? Someone else? Acharya Nisa Prabhu?
Prabhuji, you're approaching Krishna indirectly instead of doing directly.
Yeah, that's fair. What other benefits or differences are there between demigod worship and Krishna worship? So we discussed few besides that.
Demigods also come under the modes of material nature. They are in goodness.
That's a very
At
good
the
point. Demigods are in different modes. Yes.
at the end of the day, I mean 5.29 Prabhu, ultimate Bhaktaram is Krishna. Maybe the reason.
Yes.
Prabhu,
I want to
you
listen
gave
more.
you gave an example saying,
Okay,
sorry,
let
you gave an
Hari Gopal Prabhuji finish. We'll come to that. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, you gave an example like if a child is going out and asking for a cigarette, the shopkeeper will take the money and give the cigarette.
Yes.
But if the same child goes to the parent will give a chapat. So
Yes.
Krishna's boon is for your ultimate hita,
Exactly.
and demigod's boon is your immediate hita, which is not obviously an ultimate hita.
Yeah. So basically, very good point. So demigod boons, whatever you get, even if you get it, what you will get, you will actually get more entangled. But Krishna's boon, you'll get liberated. For example, Dhruv Maharaj worshipping Krishna. 6 months, very hard work, no doubt in that. It didn't come without hard work. But at the end of the day, Dhruv Maharaj's heart was purified. If you look at the Ravan's heart or Kansa's heart. Kansa was a devotee of Durga ji. Ravan is a devotee of Shiv ji. His heart or got purified. Everyone knows. They're actually getting more and more entangled. So if we go to demigod, the worst thing is they will give the reciprocation. As Prabhu said, you give $20, they will give a packet of cigarette, but it's not going to purify your desire. They will just give tit for tat. You worship me. And the worst part is if you don't worship them nicely, Govardhan Puja example. Indra was being worshipped by Brajvasis for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. Every year they will offer worship, they will offer bhoga to Indra. Just 1 year they did not worship Indra. And what Indra was throwing back Amrit Prabhu on Brajvasis? What was the intention
Rain.
of? Huh?
Just rain.
Not only rains, what was his intention?
To destroy the whole Braj.
To wipe off the existence of whole Vraja, including cows, humans, elderly people, children, everyone. Why? Just one day I did not get worship. So hundreds of years you are worshipping one demigod, but one day you don't worship, it's all destroyed. But if you don't do the same thing with Krishna, so hundreds of years you're worshipping with Krishna, but one day you don't worship, what will happen, Amrit Prabhu? Krishna will just
Nothing.
pull you back with your choti.
Yeah.
He's like a father. Huh? He's not going to destroy you. He's always trying to think your benefit. If one day you don't worship, Krishna actually says, Patram Pushpam. Does Indra, Varuna, Chandra, Vayu says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam? No, they need big, big worship. Krishna is so simple. And if you worship him, he's very happy. If you don't worship him, you go to demigod, he says, I will make your faith strong. Don't worry. He's such a God. He is sweetest one, and he is the most powerful one, and he is looking after the best benefit. His worship takes some time long to get result, but when the result comes, you cannot imagine. Huh? It says when Krishna gives, how much can you hold in these two little hands? And when Krishna takes away, how can you hold back? How can you hold back? So Krishna is very, very loving. Okay, any other point someone was saying earlier? Krishna Vallabha Mataji, you were saying something?
Prabhu, I was actually saying what Hari Gopal Prabhu actually just
Okay,
mentioned.
okay.
It was
Yeah.
mainly that, if we worship demigods, the body gets satisfied because they're mostly bodily boons. But if you worship Krishna, you ultimately get your soul is happy and you get that real happiness. So,
Yeah.
and then, with demigods, you usually fall down, even if you go to the higher planets, the boons. Whereas with Krishna's worship, it's always permanent. So,
Yeah.
Hari Gopal Prabhu probably said that all.
Thank you. Sanjay Vyas Prabhuji?
Prabhuji, the other point I was thinking was I was also reading chapter 9, and in chapter 9, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport an example that Krishna is like the CEO and demigods are like managers, and they're managing. So I'm just paraphrasing. So Srila Prabhupada was making the point, it's like you're going to the manager and asking for something, but the manager is not the decision maker.
Yeah.
So he was saying that it's unintelligent. It's
Yes.
unintelligent to go to the demigods.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go to the source of everything? And
Yeah.
one more example comes to my mind, Kansa. Sorry, Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu went to Brahmaji. He got some boons, and what he thought, I'm immortal now. But at the end of the day, nothing, they've killed him, and not only killed Hiranyakashipu, he charge sheeted Brahmaji as well. Why did he give such a boon? So Brahmaji is not independent, he is accountable. Whatever he is doing, there's someone on top of him, he can question Brahmaji. Brahmaji, why did you do? So I respect what you did. Krishna could have bypassed everything, but he respected what Brahmaji had given, but he questioned Brahmaji. Why did he give such a boon to Hiranyakashipu? He was making so many atrocities. So Krishna didn't like that much. So there is a questionnaire there for Brahmaji, and Brahmaji has no answer. Anyway, let's come back. So we just trying to compare, contrast. It does not mean we disrespect demigod. They are all devotees. They are all Sakam Bhakta, but they are all devotees. They are very dear to Krishna. So we should never, even in our classes, sometimes devotees say many things. We should not. Just follow the Shastra. And their examples are given so that we don't get trapped into those tricks of Maya. That's all. They are very, very great people. Okay, let's move forward. 722, who wants to do? Sarupani Mataji, would you like to do?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod and obtains his desires. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. So in this verse, Krishna is basically telling, rather than like going to the demigods, we should go approach Krishna himself, as he says here, because whenever somebody is trying to approach any demigod, Krishna is himself, he is giving him the achalam faith, achalam shraddha, steady faith, so that they can go through demigods, so that he can come back home, back to Godhead. As you gave a very beautiful example of a king whose prince ran away from the kingdom, but he is sending powers, money, and facilities to the prince through his ministers, because he knows one day he will come back to his father, because ultimately he will come to know that everything is coming from my father, not from the ministers. So here Krishna is saying, Maya ev vihitan hitan. That's everything is solely like provide. I am the only provider of everything.
In the third line, we can also see labate cha tatah kaman. So their kama, their desires, they do get fulfilled, but
Yeah.
that is through me.
Yes, from Krishna.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Let's go to 723. This is a very nice verse. Who would like to do? Srinivas Prabhuji, would you like to do?
Last week,
Sorry, Prabhu.
last week I'm not here, Prabhu.
Oh, you were not there. No problem, Prabhu. No problem. Anyone else can do. Shobit Prabhuji, yes, please.
I can try.
Yes, please.
723 says, men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. So this is the last verse which we talked about surrender to demigod. Any fruit which is given by a demigod is antavat, which is perishable. Even when we talk about Indra can rule for one manvantar, and ultimately the Swargaloka will get annihilated. The problem is that if any fruit is given by demigod, it's only temporary. The word Devan Deva Yagya means the worship.
Yajo. This is not Yagya, it's Yajo. Yaj. So Yaj Dhatu is the root. So Yaj, Yajo, Yajan, this is all to do worship.
Worship, yes.
Or Yagya is a different thing. Sacrifice.
Deva Yajya. The worshippers of demigod, and there are rules or regulations for each demigod. However, everyone is, because the demigods are in self like, devotees of Krishna, and even the demigods are trying to please Krishna. Ultimately, whatever, so if if a devotee is trying to worship the demigods, they go to the planets of the demigods. But the devotees of Krishna will ultimately go to the planet. Sorry, Prabhu, I just got mixed.
No, that's okay, Prabhu. This is a valid point, what you're saying. Devan, Deviyajo, Yanti. So Yanti means achieve. Devan, so one who is worshipping the Devatas. Deviyajo, after worship, they Yanti. They achieve the demigod planet, which we already discussed earlier. Okay. And which is the parallel verse in Bhagavad Gita of these two lines, Ayush Prabhu? He's our shloka master. I ask him. He may not be there. Where is his counterpart? Okay, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhu, I missed it. Sorry.
Which is the parallel verse in Bhagavad Gita of these two lines? You know that one.
Yanti Devan, is it chapter 9?
Yes,
Yanti.
yes, say it.
I don't know
if you
the
don't
full
know, that's
verse.
fine, Prabhu. So this is 925, just for everyone's benefit. Yanti Devrata Devan Pitran Yanti Pitrvata. So this is, so if you see the first line, Yanti Devrata Devan and Yanti Mad Yajanopi Mam. This is very, very similar to 723. So I'm just putting a parallel. 723, 925, they're almost similar. At least two lines are exactly same. Okay, thank you. Last verse. Who wants to do this last verse? I need the context. Giriraj Prabhu, would you like to do?
So in 724, now Krishna is going ahead with the saying, talking about the impersonalist or the people who don't surrender to Krishna, what will happen. So I read the translation. Unintelligent men who don't know me perfectly think that I am supreme, I am the supreme personality of God. Krishna was impersonal before and now assume this personality. Was impersonal before and have now assumed this personality. Due to their small knowledge, they don't know my higher nature. which is imperishable and supreme. So Prabhuji, here the Krishna is like they are talking about the unintelligent people, the Mayavadis. Prabhupada always give the example that they think that Krishna is like
Form of Maya.
like he was non-manifested personality and it become manifested. So
So what's the word, Prabhuji? Sanskrit words?
Avyaktam. Avyaktam.
So avyakt means non-manifest, vyakt means manifest, apannam. He has become from non-manifest to manifest. Yes, Prabhuji.
So
Next
and
line.
in this verse,
let's read the lines, Prabhuji, and then we can you can expand on that. Manyante. Very simple, actually.
They think.
Yep. They consider like that. Yep.
Yeah, they consider like that. Amam means me. They consider
Krishna.
me.
Yeah.
Krishna. Less the Abhu.
Buddhaya and Abudhaya.
Less
So Buddhaya means.
intelligent person.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yep, that's good.
So,
why they are less intelligent? That's explained in line 3 and 4.
Yeah, so Param means supreme. Supreme Bhava means existence is supreme.
Yes.
Without knowing. Ajanta, without knowing.
Yeah. So Jananti, Avajananti, Ajananti. So there are 3 words. Jananti means to know. Ajananti, not know. Avajananti, to know exactly opposite to the reality. We'll talk about that in the 9th chapter. So for now, you can just say Jananti, everyone knows. Janna. And Ajananti means not knowing. So they do not know. What they do not know? Param Bhavam, that my Bhava, my nature is Param, transcendental, supreme. Yes? Last line.
And then Mama.
Mam, not Mam.
Avyayam. Mam means my. Avyayam is imperishable.
So how? So Avyay word is made up of 2. A plus Vyay. Vyay means kharch karna. Perishable. Avyay means imperishable.
Imperishable.
It will never finish.
Yes.
Okay. The last one.
Anuttam.
Anuttam. The finest. That means that there's these people are Alpa Medhasa, which in a previous.
This is not Alpa Medhasa. Alpa Medhasa is the demigod.
No.
They're actually higher.
Abudhya, sorry.
This
These are people
Abudhya.
are like more like an impersonalist.
So which one is better? Demigod worshipper, as per these verses, demigod worshippers or impersonalist worshippers?
Demigod worshippers are better.
Why? Because the word there used is Alpa Buddhi, Alpa Medasam, and here is Abuddhi.
Abuddhi. Krishna has said that they don't have, they are brainless.
Okay. Why they are brainless? Please explain now. Which you started explaining earlier. Why? Why they are brainless?
Why they are brainless? Because they think that Krishna is same like them, like impersonal Brahman or that thing. That there is nothing, but the Krishna take the form and they are like us. But they don't believe that the Krishna is above those material.
We are like God.
Yes.
Krishna is like us is one thing.
Yes.
We are like God. I am God.
Yes.
This is the huge, monstrous misconception. Now, we also discuss quickly Mayavad and Brahmavad. Someone else can explain the difference, Mayavad and Brahmavad. Garima Mata, would you like to explain? No problem, all good. Who else who has not spoken today? Shohit Prabhu, I know, you know. Who else? Everyone should participate. Sarvjiveshwari Mataji, do you remember the difference between Mayavad and Brahmavad? A quick one.
I think, Prabhu, you mentioned about the Mayavad. About 3 things like Jagadish, Jiva, and Jagat.
Thank you.
And according to them, so they are saying that Bhagavan is under the material nature.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brahman plus goodness, they say Jagadish. And then Brahman plus passion, they say Jiva. And then Brahman plus ignorance, they say Jagat.
Yeah.
Which is opposite of our belief.
Thank you very much. Very nice. And this concept is known as, Mataji, do you remember the name of this concept of 3? J, Tattvatraya. So you can make a note of it. Shankaracharya propounded it. I'm also just reading and sharing with you. So Tattvatraya. So 3 tattva. Traya means 3 tattva. 3 tattvas. One as per them, Jagadish, Jiva, and Jagat. But Jagadish, as per them, is Brahman, as Mataji said. with the contamination of mode of goodness. So basically they're putting Jagdish, Bhagwan, as mode of goodness product, which is absolutely wrong, Krishna or God cannot come under the modes. He is repeatedly saying, I am beyond the modes. And they are saying Bhagwan is in the modes. Jiva is in the mode, that's understood. But Bhagwan is in the modes of material nature, that's not good. So Krishna is repeatedly saying, Matta partaram na anyat kinchidas dhananjaya, 713, Tribhid gun mai bhavi, ibhi sarvam idam jagat, mohitam na bhi janati. So Krishna is always beyond the modes of material nature. So that theory is not very good. Okay, anything else between Mayavad and Brahmavad? Someone else? Krishna Vallabha Mataji, would you like to? I know you know. If you don't remember,
Can't remember.
that's okay, Mataji. Where is our Ayush Prabhu, if he's here? Not yet. Okay, Amrit Prabhu. Mayavad and Brahmavad.
Brahmavadis are people who think that Brahman is the highest.
Thank you. And
And
just one more thing, Prabhuji, before we go ahead. So as soon as you get the Vad means philosophy. So Brahma ka Vad, the philosophy of Brahman, that means that Brahm, whatever Vad prefix of Vad is, that is the highest as per them. So Brahmavad, Mayavad, who is the highest? Maya.
Brahma.
Brahmavad, Brahman is the highest. So like that you can understand. Now there is subtle difference between Brahmavad and Mayavad, which Amrit Prabhu will explain.
so they think that Brahman is highest, which is the unmanifested energy of Krishna.
Is that supremely
And
wrong?
supremely wrong?
Is it supremely wrong when they consider Brahman is the highest?
Yes, it is wrong because
It's not
ultimate.
supremely wrong. It's not
Yeah,
supremely
because
wrong. It's wrong, not complete, but it's not wrong to start with. But Krishna is also Brahman. But when we say Krishna is a product of Maya, that is the problem.
but they also, the
Brahmavad has
Brahmavadis,
incomplete conception. Mayavad is wrong conception. Yes,
is
Amrit
it
Prabhu?
true that the Brahmavadis think that Krishna, first Brahman came and then after
Yeah.
Brahman, Krishna came
Yes,
from that
absolutely
Brahman?
agree. But when they
So
say
their
Krishna is a
tattva
form
is,
of Maya, sorry, first you finish, Prabhu.
so I was saying that it is supremely wrong because their tattva is completely wrong.
No, the Mayavad is completely wrong. That's why I'm trying to distinguish between Brahmavad and Mayavad. So Brahmavad say Brahman is the supremos. What we are saying, their concept is incomplete, not incorrect. Incomplete. Because after Brahman, there's a lot more. But it's
Yes.
incompletely true, not completely true. When we say Bhagwan is the topmost, as per our understanding, that's a complete truth. But when it comes to Mayavad, we are saying that's wrong. But for Brahmavad, we are saying it's incomplete. Incomplete may not be wrong. Incomplete is just incomplete. But it's not wrong. But Mayavad is wrong. Brahmavad is incomplete truth.
Yes.
It's true. Like when we say Aham Brahmasmi, is it wrong or right? Who can say?
Right.
Right? Are you Brahman? Amrit Prabhu, are you really? I thought you were
Nature,
Amrit Poddar.
like it's not completely right, but it's
No, it's right actually. It's complete. We are all Brahman. Is Krishna Brahman? Yes or no? If I just ask you this
yes,
question, is Krishna Brahman?
yes.
Yes, he is also Brahman. But amongst all the Brahman, he is Parabrahma. Like in the university, there's 20 teachers, for example. Principal may also be teaching a chemistry class in the university. Is principal a teacher when I say, is it right or wrong? Yes, principal is also a teacher. But principal has his own personality as well. He is a principal teacher. Amongst 20 teachers, he is the principal teacher. He is principal. Is Narendra Modi a human being? Yes or no? He's not a Rakshasa or Asura or this. Is he a human being? Yes. Is he like you and me? No, there's a in one sense, yeah. He has two eyes, nose and an ear, and he eats and he sleeps and all those things, right? But he's a special person, huh? He's a prime minister. Any prime ministers here? Maybe in your home, you're a prime minister. That's all right. But there's a speciality in that person, huh? He's the president or prime minister of the country. So similarly, when we say Krishna is Brahman, it's fine. But he is amongst Brahman, he's not normal one. He's a Parabrahma. Narendra Modi, not a normal human being, not just an Indian citizen. Uh, um, in the Indian citizen, he is the topmost one. So similarly, Krishna is Parabrahma, super soul, Paramatma. We are all Atma. He's a Paramatma, Parabrahma. Okay, Prabhuji, please continue.
Yeah, and the Mayavads, they think that uh, they
Which
think
actually
that
Saruji Vaishri Mataji explained the Mayavad.
yeah, exactly. So
Krishna is a product of Maya. And Krishna cannot be. When they say that, when we say Gopinath is a product of Maya, that's where the whole concept is wrong. Not incomplete now, it's wrong. And that's why we reject that. Any Brahmavadis example? Anyone remembers?
Four Kumaras.
Thank you. More?
Shukdev Goswami.
In both these cases, what happened to them? When they got in touch with the right devotees in the right environment, they actually became devotees, topmost devotees. Huh? So Brahmavadis are not saying, no, no, Krishna's form is Maya. So that's why when they get a right environment, they can be upgraded to a devotee. But Mayavadi Bhashya Shunibe Hoile Sarvanash. Chaitan Mahaprabhu said, Sarvanash, not Chotanash, Sarvanash. Huh? So we should never associate with Mayavadis or even listen their commentaries because it's very, very anti to our spiritual life. Okay. Okay, last time is quite clear. Param Bhavam Agananto. Supriya Mataji, your question.
Kashmiri Pandit was Mayavadi or Brahmavadi?
He was neither Mayavadi nor Brahmavadi. He was just Karm Kandi. He was trying to enjoy. He's trying to get a boon and he's trying to enjoy the world. He wanted to win over. And later on, he became devotee. Keshav Kashmiri, you're talking, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keshav Kashmiri.
Yeah. It's called Karm Kandi. They just want to enjoy.
Okay,
Okay, let's
Prabhu.
move forward
And
to
what is the
yeah.
Ekatmavad? That is
Ekatmavad.
Mayavad?
Yes, we and this Paramatma is Ekatma. They are Eka.
So it is Mayavad.
Yes. You
And
can say it's
Prabhuji,
Brahmavad to start with because Brahmavad, Mayavad is a big khichdi actually.
okay.
Many times, many people don't even know. They say Parabrahma Nirvishesh, Nirvikar. Huh? So they do not know what they are saying basically. So we should not blindly put people under Mayavad. So the bigger umbrella, I'm just saying for the knowledge of everyone, is Brahmavad. Huh? Brahmavad is the biggest. Mayavad is a subset of Brahmavad. But nowadays, Mayavad is becoming like a full-fledged umbrella. But it's just the ignorance of people. Huh? They're not wrong. Many people are not wrong. They're just ignorant of the real knowledge because no one has given them the real knowledge. And when you give them the real knowledge, many of them agree to that. Is it okay?
And last question is in Shloka 22, Krishna is saying कि जो भी सारे लाभ हैं वो मेरे द्वारा लिए गए हैं. So what is the benefit to Krishna?
The benefit to Krishna is that soul is getting evolved in the cycle. So initially the soul was not agreeing with any demigod worship or anyone's worship. Now he is starting recognizing the authority of someone higher. Suppose you don't believe in any demigod, you just go on your way, you drink and you sleep and you just enjoy the life in whatever way you like. One day your father comes in and say, my dear child, you should not do this, you should not, and you start considering your father as your authority, for example, right? And you say, okay, I really like to do that, my father says don't do it, for example, right? Why? Because you love your father. And then although you love to enjoy that particular thing, but because your father said don't do it, my dear daughter, so you'll agree. So isn't it under the authority you're a little protected? You have some faith, you have some respect for the authority. Similarly, then your authority will improve. Then you'll have, okay, say one Muni as your authority, then you demigod as an authority, then one day you'll have Krishna as your authority. So you're evolving in the cycle, that's very nice. But if you have no authority, then you are mostly lost because you are running on your mind. Whatever your mind says, you do it. Your mind says go to cinema, you go to cinema. Your mind says sleep, you sleep. Your mind says eat, you eat. And no time, place, circumstances, no rules, nothing. Just your mind is your authority. So then you consider some higher authority. So demigods are actually in mode of goodness. When you read in 70th chapter, demigods in mode of goodness. So you are considering authority who is in mode of goodness. It's a big evolution actually. So from no authority to a good mode of goodness authority. It's a big one. People consider some Babaji, Amma, Dadi, this, that authority. I'm not talking the family members, I'm talking some personalities who names like this Ma, this Baba, that Baba. Huh? They're all in most of them, more mode of ignorance actually. They're just deluding everyone, they're cheating everyone. So demigods actually are Sakant devotees. So in
Okay.
that cycle, if you see in the hierarchy, they are higher. And they themselves are devotees of Lord. Sometimes they forget. We also forget. One time, Prabhupada disciple came to Prabhupada and said, "Prabhupada, sometimes I'm in Maya." Prabhupada says, "You're always in Maya. Sometimes you're in Krishna." You're always in Maya. So we're all, most of us are like that. Sometimes in Krishna consciousness. Is that okay, Mata? So you're improving
Yes,
the
Prabhu.
hierarchy.
Thank you,
That's
Prabhu.
nice. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir Jiveshri Mataji, your question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
My question is related to Achalam Shraddha to demigod.
Achalam Shraddha, yes.
Yeah, so Krishna here saying that whatever Shraddha they have, towards the demigod, so he will grant that with the making Achalam, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people in this world, they are practicing like they're worshipping Kali or Bhairav, they do tantric sadhana, they're doing so many bad things to people as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do like a Narabali, sometimes they
Yeah.
do animals body.
Yeah.
So in that case, so what's the role of Krishna? So promoting, how come that Shraddha of
Yes.
that bad things,
Yes.
actually like Shraddha to like some
Yeah.
people. And then for us, like a Vaishnava, so we do like our four regulative principles where there is no killing of animals, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
That's
I was
correct.
I want to know a little more about.
Sure. Very nice question. I'll try to explain in short, Mataji. So in one of the scriptures, one verse says, how many forms Krishna has? What's the answer? Anyone knows the answer of this question? How many different forms Krishna assumes? Anyone? Harish Prabhu, you're saying something, but you're on mute.
As many as waves in the
Unlimited.
ocean.
Unlimited. Okay, there are more specifics. Yeah, you're also correct. Anand Krishna Prabhu, you're right. This is the verse Prabhuji is saying is 1 to 29. That verse says, Avatarahi asankhyaih. So that is correct, Prabhu, as the number of waves in the ocean. But there's more specific answer as well, which is more related to us. It's also correct answer. It's not incorrect answer. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, do you know how many forms Krishna assumes? So one answer which Anand Krishna Prabhu, Hari Gopal Prabhu said, both correct. I want more specific answer. As many desires jivas have. As many desires. There's also one correct answer. So if you have, for example, 10 different desires, Krishna for you, because Krishna loves you so much, will assume 10 different forms to reciprocate with you. Now he can appear as a demigod, as a Virat Roop, as a tree and blah, blah, blah. So coming back to Sarjiveshri Mataji's question, why people in mode of ignorance, for example, they do some sacrifice, some animal killing, sometimes human killing. They do so many bad things, tantric, this and that. So, Mataji, your answer is contained within this verse because jivas have unlimited desires. Different jivas are in different modes of material nature. So, the people who are in mode of ignorance, Krishna also loves them. Krishna loves them as well. And when Krishna loves them, he wants to reciprocate with them. And when he wants to reciprocate, he has made some rules. Actually, animal sacrifice is also written in the Vedas. Do you know that? It's not out of Vedas. So, if they are doing it properly, many times they don't. If they are doing properly, actually they are, Krishna is trying to bring them in the realm of Vedas to start with. Because they are in mode of ignorance, they are going to eat meat anyway. So Krishna says, okay, one example, on the day of Amavas, you can go in the jungle, you can take a goat, for example. No, I'm not recommending that practice, but this is what I'm just repeating it. So take a goat in the jungle and tell this mantra in the ear of a goat. In this birth, I am killing you and I am allowing you to kill me in next birth. So goat, my dear goat, in next birth you will become human, I'll become a goat and you kill me as I'm killing you. Suppose you do that every single Amavasya with one goat. After 3, 4, 5 Amavasya, you'll realize, hey Baba, I've already given my 5 lives in the hands of these 5 goats. I should not do that. One English writer, I can't remember his name, he said, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, everyone in the world will be vegetarian. If slaughterhouses had glass walls, because the slaughterhouses are usually located outside the city, all the animal killing is happening in a closed house. No one sees them. Oh, there's a nice, I don't even name those things. They go and buy in the coals, and no one actually realizes it's just a product. You buy your tomato and they buy their packet. They don't realize how much cruelty has been going behind the scenes. But these are the people who are in mode of ignorance, and Krishna has given them some concessions. Concession is not recommendation. Concession is, if I am smoking 30 cigarettes a day, I go to doctor, I can't quit. So doctor will say, okay, you cannot come from 30 to 0. Can you come from 30 to 28? I say, I can do that. 30 to 28. Huh? You cannot come back and say, doctor is recommending me to smoke 28 cigarettes a day. Shobit Prabhu, is that the right sentence? Doctor is recommending me to smoke 28 cigarettes a day. Is it right?
Yes, Prabhu.
No, it's not recommendation. It's a concession. This is why it's called concession. Concession means you have extreme desire to achieve something, but you can't. So your acharya, your guru, your authority will give you a goal which you can achieve. It's called concession. It's not recommendation. It's something called instruction. Instruction means you don't ask a question, Guru says, and you follow as it is, as Prabhupada followed his Guru as it is. Huh? So this is called concession, Sarvji Shri Mataji. So Krishna is giving some concession for the jivas. They're going to eat every day anyway, right? So let's put them in a boundary. Okay, you only eat once in a fortnight, which is say Amavasya. Huh? And then you yourself have to kill. So if you start following these rules nicely, slowly you will improve actually. Slowly you will improve. It says Lord Shiva gives two types of kripa. One is Sakapat kripa, one is Nishkapat kripa. Sakapat kripa means when he gives you some material boons, which Lord Shiva is also famous for, giving material boons to many Rakshasas, Asuras. But that's not his real kripa. One is called Nishkapat kripa, which he is doing on say Prachetas in 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. He is giving Krishna bhakti to them. Vallabhacharya, he is giving Krishna bhakti to them. So many pastimes are there where Lord Shiva has become great instrument in achieving that devotee Lord Krishna, because he himself is a devotee of Krishna. So Mataji, there are different jivas in different modes, and Krishna wants them to come up as well. So he is helping them in a way. But what has happened in this age of Kali Yuga, everything is upside down. No one listens to any authority. But because they still want to prove, I'm a Brahman, and they drink alcohol in the night and they kill animals and all those things. So wherever they want to take respect, they will say I'm Brahman, and wherever they want to eat and drink and all those things, they will become I'm just as everyone is. So like that. So Mataji, yes, the starting point is very good, but nowadays it's all Vikrat. It's all taken in a very, very wrong way. What can be said, Mataji? But Krishna still loves them. He's still trying to bring them back to some demigod, to somewhere within the Vedic realm, so that they can evolve eventually. Okay, let's start with 725. Who wants to read?
We'll do that.
Yes. Someone said something.
Yes, Prabhu, I'm doing.
Okay, please, Prabhuji, please.
Naham prakasha sarvasya.
Naham prakashah sarvasya.
Yoga maya samavrutaha.
Yoga maya samavrataha.
Mudoham nabhajiyante.
Mudho yam na abhijanati.
Loko mam ajam avyayam.
Loko mam ajam avyayam.
Translation: I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, na aham. So, na aham, not me. Prakasha. Prakasha means manifest. I don't come in front of them. Sarvasya. I don't come in front of everyone. And I am Avrata. Avrata refers to covering. Samavrata means completely covered. I am completely covered by what? Yoga Maya. Anyone remembers the two terms Yoga Maya and Mahamaya and their roles? Who would like to quickly say? Very quickly. Anyone?
Yog Maya is Atranga Shakti,
Yes.
and Bahiranga Shakti is Mahamaya, which
Thank
is
you,
like
Mata.
illusionary energy.
Yes. So what do they do? Yoga Maya and Mahamaya, Mata?
योग माया महामाया बेसिकली जैसे हमारे दिल में हमको कुछ दिखता है और हमको ख्याल आता है कि लाइक वेयर शुड वी गो, सो महामाया इज कवरिंग अवर सेंसेस एंड वी आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द थिंग्स अवे फ्रॉम कृष्णा
Away
basically.
from Krishna. That's the bottom line.
Yes.
Mahamaya takes us away from
Away
Krishna,
from
and Yoga Maya brings us
towards
closer to Krishna.
yes.
So when you talk about Yoga Maya, what it is doing? So any time when we read Krishna or Krishna's pastime, Krishna's pure devotee in Braj Leela, Ayodhya Leela, all these devotees are covered by Mahamaya or Yoga Maya. Amrit Prabhu. Simple answer.
Yoga Maya.
Yoga Maya. And we are covered by, not you.
Mahamaya.
Thank you, Prabhu, for making me realize. Amrit Prabhu just said I'm covered by Mahamaya. Thank you so much.
We also.
No, no. Many of us may not be, but yeah. So many times we forget Krishna and we want to enjoy. That is the covering of enjoy independently. That's the covering of Mahamaya. But Yoga Maya, when we call, even Krishna himself sometimes get covered by Yoga Maya. Why will be that? Okay, let's go back to Krishna Leela. Any Krishna Leela, you can say. Okay. Krishna's friend comes and say, let's go, Krishna, to the forest and we'll herd the cows. And herding the cows is just an excuse, you know. They just want to play in the forest. Huh? And when they go to the forest, what happens? A demon comes. Keshi comes, Arishtasur comes, Vyamasur comes, Shakatasur comes, this and that. A demon comes and they attack. Now, Krishna turns around, for example, Aghasur. Just okay, one story comes to my mind. Aghasur example. Aghasur, what happened in the case of Aghasur? All of the Krishna's friend went into the mouth of Aghasur. And Aghasur still had his mouth open. Why? Anyone remembers? He was waiting for one person, Krishna. Krishna hasn't come as yet. How can I close my mouth? Because his purpose was to not only kill Krishna, but also all his cowherd friends. So he was waiting. Now Krishna also enters the mouth of Aghasur. Does he not know who is Aghasur? And it says, when the boys were going to enter into the mouth, Krishna was saying, Are, kahan ja rahe ho? Where are you going? He is a Asura. He is not some sort of cave or something. Huh? So Krishna is a knower of everything. He does not know anything. He knows everything. So he could have already told in the morning, boys, one green color snake will come. He will open his mouth. This is a cave. Do not go in there. Do you think the Leela will happen like that? No. When Mother Yashoda is saying, Krishna, have you eaten makhan? And what Krishna says? मैं नहीं माखन खायो. I have not eaten makhan. Huh? Krishna, have you eaten dirt? नाहम भक्षित्वा अम्बे सर्वे मिथ्या विशंसना. नाहम भक्षित्वा. मैंने भक्षण नहीं किया है. अम्बे अम्बे माँ न अहम भक्षित्वा. मैंने नहीं खाया है. कृष्ण तो झूठ बोल रहे हैं. सर्वे मिथ्या विशंसना. मिथ्या मीन्स झूठ. सब लोग झूठ बोल रहे हैं. अच्छा तुम ही एक खाली सत्य साक्षी हो. Yashoda Maya says, oh, you are the only truth teller. Everyone is a liar. Yes, Mama, everyone is a liar. So if Krishna knows everything, then how the Leela will happen? In the Damodar Leela, Mother Yashoda is going to beat me with a stick. Krishna will not even do the Leela. So what happens? In Krishna Leela, we're just talking the Krishna Leela, we'll come to the Nar Leela in a second. So in the Krishna Leela, Krishna allows himself to be covered by Yogamaya, and in that situation, he himself forgets that he is God. Why does he do that? He wants to perform a Leela in a very natural way. Kunti Maharani says, when the Damodar Leela was happening, Kunti Maharani was personally present there, and Kunti Maharani says in her prayers in Bhagavatam 1.8 that Krishna, when you were crying, when Mother Yashoda was chasing you and you were crying, the tears were not crocodile tears, that was real tears. Now, how come God is crying? Because God at that time forgets that he is God. Because God's purpose is not to prove his divinity. God's purpose is to prove his loving reciprocation. He wants to love his devotees. He wants to give love to Mother Yashoda. And then he forgets. And he is scared of Mother Yashoda. Although he is a personification of the fear personification. Fear personification is scared of Krishna. And Krishna, that Krishna is scared of a little stick of Mother Yashoda. How come? Is he just making a drama? No, he's not doing a drama. He's really scared. He's really crying. He's really hurt. He's feeling bound that day because he's covered by Yoga Maya Samavrataha. Krishna allows himself. But now, okay, Krishna forgets. Sometimes in Hindi movie, you say hero forgot that he is very strong person, he's very rich person, and some gundas are beating him. And all of a sudden, his memory comes like, I'm a hero. I can beat all of them. And then he starts beating them. Huh? Now, Krishna is not like that. When Putana comes, he's 6 days old. This Yog Maya Samavrata gets uncovered. Krishna can behave like a supreme person and he can kill Putana very easily. Shaktasur comes, Krishna can immediately convert himself. So he does not have to get a shock or electric shock, someone reminding him like that. He can convert himself when he's covered, when he's not covered. Shaktasur comes, a little kick, Shaktasur out of picture. Putana comes, little pressing on the breast of Putana, Putana is dead. Huh? So he does not. Keshi comes, he just put his hand in the mouth of Keshi. So all these things, Krishna doesn't have to think about it. But when he doesn't have to kill, he does become Yogamaya Samartha. He's covered by Yogamaya. He is just another cowherd boy in Vrindavan. Because this is the best situation when the love can flow without any contamination of the position of Krishna, which is God. Does it make sense what I'm saying? So he is Yogamaya Samavrata, he is not Yogamaya Samavrata. When the Leela is needed, he will do Yogamaya Samavrata. When it's not needed, he will come back to original Vishnu form. In the case of Putana, Shukdev Goswami writes, actually Krishna didn't have to do much work. You know who killed Putana? Who killed Putana?
Vasudev Krishna.
Huh? Vasudev Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. And if you take Krishna out as well, and that's also explained, it said Lord Shiva was drinking the poison. He called Vishnu and Shiva. So it said Shiva was drinking the poison and Vishnu was killing the Putana. Or Vasudev Krishna is also saying, Dwarka Krishna, Mathura Krishna. Huh? But not Shyam Sundar Krishna. Shyam Sundar Krishna was just enjoying because his job is only one line job profile he has. Just enjoy. Just enjoy. There's nothing else. Anything else, his Shaktis come, take over, do the job. Except one time in Damodar Leela, which will not explain in today's talk. That's a whole session altogether. Okay, so understand Yoga Maya, and because he's Yoga Maya Samavrata, he's covered by Yoga Maya. What happens? Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. I do not manifest in front of everyone. Now, sometimes people say, especially when you go on a book distribution, I'm sure Amrit Prabhu or Ayush Prabhu or others will be asked this question. You are a devotee of Krishna? Can you show me Krishna? If you show me Krishna, I'll buy the book. As if Krishna is their order supplier just by calling by them. He will just say, please, 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 mujhe maan lo na. Please give me certificate, I'm God. Even a little MP or MLA doesn't do that. Why Krishna will do that? In this material world, we'll talk about this men right, women right, children right, this country right, that right. God should also have some rights, isn't it? What's the right of God? Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. The right of God is, I do not manifest to everyone all the time. I do not. I reserve that right. He goes in the assembly of Duryodhan. In front of Duryodhan, he is not getting manifested as God. In front of Bhishma, in the same assembly, Bhishma considered him as God. Drona considered him as God. Even Dhritarashtra considered him as God. Duryodhan, he's a Mayavi. Jadugar hai. He's a magician. I can also show magic. Krishna is showing his Virat Rupa and Duryodhan is stupid. He's trying to arrest Krishna because he thinks he is a magician. At the same time, in the same assembly, by seeing the same form, Bhishma and Dronacharya are doing pranam to Krishna. He's a supreme person. And he's saying, what a stupidity even to think about. You're going to arrest Krishna? And Duryodhan thinks and he's planning about that. Huh? So he's saying, Krishna is saying, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. Huh? So when people say, show me God, why God should manifest in front of you? That's the first question. Why? God will only manifest in front of those people whom he desired to get manifested. So God is not your order supplier who will manifest anywhere and everywhere just because you demanded. He will only manifest. He is Swarat. Swarat means he is supremely independent. He will manifest wherever he likes to manifest. When Gajendra is praying, Krishna, please come and save me. Krishna may appear, Krishna may not appear, but Krishna chooses to appear in front of Gajendra because his loving prayers to Gajendra. Krishna chooses to reciprocate the prayers of Draupadi because that's how Draupadi is calling with love. Krishna chooses to come in front of Bhima when Bhima is crying. And Krishna may choose not to get manifest in front of another person. That's completely up to him because he is Swarat, he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And why people do not see him? Because him, Krishna, is covered by Yog Maya. Now there's another example which Prabhupada gives. When you are standing, say in Sydney these days, lots of rains are happening, and Sydney weather is cloudy. Can you see the sun? You can't see the sun. Huh? Why? Because sun is covered. Is sun is covered or a human is covered? What is the correct statement? Anyone?
Human is covered.
Human is covered. You cannot cover the sun. The clouds does not have the capacity to cover the sun. We are very, very insignificant. But clouds can easily cover us. So Maya covers us, and because of the covering of Maya, we cannot see Krishna. Maya Javnika Channam. Kunti Maharani says in 1:8:19, Maya Javnika Chanam, you are covered by Maya. We are also covered by Maya. But we human are covered by Mahamaya, and Krishna, when he is covered, is by Yog Maya. So it's totally up to him when he manifests, when he does not manifest. Now, Mudho Yam Na Abhijanati. Mudha means Murkha. The foolish people, Na Abhijanati. They do not know me. They do not know me. So they will say Krishna does not exist. Krishna is a light. Krishna is in the tree. Krishna is in this and that. They do not know Krishna. They do not know Loko Mam Ajam Abhyayam. The two features Krishna is putting here. Aja. Aja means Ja means Janma. Examples of word Ja in Bhagavad Gita. Everyone knows that verse. Saruji Shri Mataji is repeating that verse. I can't hear. She's on mute. Say quickly. Ja. There are many verses. Say one.
Born, I think, no?
Ja means Janma. Yeah. Tell me the verse, Mata.
220.
Janma karma cha me devyam evam vyaveti tatata. Okay, you understand 4.9. Okay. So Ajam. Krishna is Aja. He is not taking birth. As Surya is not taking birth. You don't say Surya's DOB is, date of birth is, say today's 1st of July 2026. We don't say that. Surya rises. When the right time comes, Surya rises and Surya sets. Sun rises, sun sets. So sun manifests, sun unmanifests in front of our eyes, but sun is always there. So Krishna manifests and unmanifests. So Krishna is Aja and he is Avya, he is imperishable. That means Krishna never gets old. We get old. In terms of bodily, I'm saying. In terms of soul, we also are Aja and Avyaya. But Krishna is Aja and Avyaya. This feature of Krishna, Mudha, foolish people do not know. And why? Because Krishna is Samavrata. Krishna is covered. And Krishna reserves the right to not come in front of everyone because that's how he likes. If he thinks the devotee is eligible, he will come. If he's not eligible, he will not come. Even in front of Narad Muni in his previous life, when Narad Muni was a small boy, the son of a maid servant, and he performed the tapasya, in the final time, Narad Muni could hear the voice of Krishna, and then it disappeared. And voice said to Narad Muni that in this birth you will not be able to see me. You are only able to hear my voice. But in the next body, you will be able to associate me whenever you want. And then later he got the body of Narad Muni, the current Narad Muni. So Krishna said, you are not yet fully pure. You still have some impurity, some contamination. So in the next birth, when your impurities are gone, then you are able to associate with me. This is what happens. Okay, Amrit Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, just on the Ajam word, I heard from a Srimad Bhagavatam speaker that in Braj, during when Vasudev ji was carrying Krishna, and he kept it in the house of Nanda Maharaj. So Shyam Sundar Krishna actually took birth from the womb of Yashoda Maiya, and so to speak, he was saying in Hindi कि उनका नाद भी कटा, मतलब the umbilical cord
Absolutely right.
was cut.
Yes.
So how can and then Krishna and the Vasudev Krishna they merged.
Absolutely.
So how can we understand this Ajam concept with respect to Shyam Sundar
Yes,
Krishna?
very nice. Prabhu is asking a very nice question. I'll just try to say now. So Mother Yashoda said that night gave birth to twins actually. One girl and one boy. The boy was Shyam Sundar and the girl was Durga Devi, which we see it actually Srimad Bhagavatam. Durga Devi actually was told by Krishna. Anyway, now Nalkata, Bhagwan Andarai. So Bhagwan Krishna literally came into the womb of Mother Devaki, Mother Yashoda, and as well as Devaki, both places. But we are talking about Mother Yashoda. Just stay there. So Mother Yashoda is the eternal mother of Krishna. But in the Golok Vrindavan, so there are two Vrindavans. Anyone knows? Bhulok Vrindavan and Golok Vrindavan. So Golok Vrindavan, some of the leelas which we see here in Bhulok Vrindavan does not take place. And that's why in Golok Vrindavan, the leela is called Nitya Leela. In Bhulok Vrindavan, many leelas are called Naimittik Leela. Naimittik Leela means the leela which does not even take place in Golok Vrindavan. Like killing of Asuras, that doesn't take place there. Yeah? Janma of Krishna, Krishna's appearance, that doesn't take place. Krishna's baby form. Krishna is always a 16-year-old boy in Golok Vrindavan. But here, the baby Krishna is there. 2 days Krishna, 3 days Krishna, 4 days Krishna. But Mother Yashoda is the eternal mother. Now, Prabhu's question is, how come Krishna appeared? So, Prabhu, the same Krishna which lives in Golok Vrindavan comes and reside in the womb on his own choice, not by force like us. He comes and resides in the womb of Mother Yashoda, who is also eternally mother of Krishna. And they both are in the Bhulok Vrindavan now. And
Yeah.
in that Leela, Krishna, Jiva Goswami explains, lives in the womb of Mother Yashoda for 2.5 months. So the pregnancy of Devaki, actually it says for Devaki, the pregnancy of Devaki was only 2.5 months. Now any normal mothers will carry the baby for 9 or 10 months sometime. But Mother Yashoda, Jiva Goswami explains, Devaki. So Krishna himself choose to go in the womb and be there for a certain number of days and then come out. So yes, the process took place exactly as you are saying, Prabhu. And this was on the will of Krishna. So how is Aja? Because he chose to go there. Like he changes his form. When he came in front
Yes.
of Devaki and Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Devaki and Vasudev, sorry. Devaki and Vasudev, he came in the form of Vishnu, four-handed, a baby Vishnu form. He chose that form. And then he changed his form to a baby Krishna form, which is the Mathura Krishna form. Does it make sense? So he's
Yes, Prabhu.
still Aja. So he's changing his dress and he is residing in the womb. This is correct statement. I'll just say one more thing which I heard from Radha Govind Maharaj. Some people say Krishna never resided in the womb of Devaki or Yashoda. That is not true. Is proven by our acharyas. Krishna did reside in the womb like a normal baby. But still, when he was residing in the womb was not like a normal mother's womb, which is filled with many bacteria and insects and this and that. That womb itself was a Vaikuntha environment. And Devaki's effulgence was so much. The whole jail was illuminating by the effulgence of Devaki. Does this make sense?
Prabhu, one more small question.
Okay. We going to
Uh,
Bhagavatam now? Yeah, please try.
is Parakyaras also in Golok or is only in the
No, only in Bhuloka. Only Bhuloka. There is only Swakiya there, no Parkiya.
Okay.
It's not possible because everyone worships Krishna there. So there will be no para bhav there. Only swabhav is there. But in material world, there is para. And that's why Krishna made other gopis to go with another, so-called another gopas, just to enjoy the Parkiya bhav. Make sense?
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Let's come back to Bhagavad Gita. So Yogma, this is a very nice verse. Lokamam Aja. Okay, let's go to 726. This is a very, very nice verse. Who wants to read this? Quick one. Supriya Mata ki jai.
वेदाहं संतीतानि वर्तमानानि च अर्जुन भविष्याणि च भूतानि मातु वेद न कश्चन. Just a minute, please. O Arjuna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me, no one knows. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So this is a verse you can say which clearly distinguishes the position of a jiva and Krishna. Let's read. So Veda means, who knows the word Veda? What's the meaning of Veda?
To know, Prabhu.
Thank you. So whenever the word Veda, Vid comes, that means to know. So Veda Aham, I know. Samatitani Vartamanani Charjuna. So Vartaman, everyone knows Vartaman, the present Kal. Atit, everyone knows the word Atit means past. Bhavishani means future. So I know past, Atita, Vartaman, present, Bhavishya, future. I know all three kalas. Now, Jivas would like to know, but we don't know. Anyone knows their previous birth here? What to speak of previous birth? What did you eat last week on Wednesday night? Anyone remembers here? I don't. So Krishna knows, it says even 3 million years ago when I sneezed, he knows exact time. In his database, time is. And when after 30 million births, when I will sneeze, Krishna knows that. Krishna knows that. So he is the real knower. We don't know anything. Huh? We know very, very little. I think Prabhupada, one of his disciples, Prabhupada said, you don't even know how many hairs on your body. What to speak of your God. You don't even know how many hairs. Forget body on your head. By the time you count, more hairs will come. So we are very insignificant. So we may have some knowledge and be respected, but claiming oneself as a god, this is a ridiculous statement. Anyway, so Veda. Mam tu ved na kashan. Na Veda. Na Veda means nahi janta hai, do not know. Mam, they do not know. Tu means but they do not know me. Who is they? Jivas. So I know everyone's past, present, and future, but they do not know me. Any parallel in Bhagavad Gita with this verse? Anyone? Tell me the chapter at least. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu or Amrit Prabhu or anyone. I just say the names, please don't mind because they're just
I
in front
think
of my.
it's chapter 3, Prabhu.
Chapter 3?
That he says that
Chapter 4 actually.
I know everybody, but nobody knows me, something.
So that's the chapter 4. I'm also trying to remember the first line, to be honest. Chapter 4, I know the verse, but it's just not clicking the first line. Bahuni Metyanyani Janmani Savcharjun Bhavishani Tanyam Vesarvani Natvam Vetparanpa. So this is just a little parallel, 4.5 with 726. Now, what's the significance of this? Two significances are given in this verse. First thing, Krishna is different, Jiva is different. Jiva cannot be Krishna, and Krishna cannot be Jiva. Not possible. Second thing is, when we know that Krishna knows everything, that makes us very humble because he knows all our past, present, and future. Sometimes you may have done something, or you must have done something, or we have, including me, must have done something which makes us embarrassing. Does it happen? Does it has happened to anyone ever? There's some past activities which you remember you have done which makes you embarrassed, at least in your own eyes. Anyone here? I'm raising my hand. Everyone. Now we only know few of our activities which were not, we can't even talk about, right? Imagine if all the births, we know all the embarrassing activities. That will make us humble or no in front of Krishna. Krishna says, Acha, bada sadhu ban raha hai. You are becoming very big. I know you. Like your father or mother can say, when you were a kid, I know who you were. So we should never become proud. Pride on what? Krishna knows everything. We may be able to achieve something. This is purely due to the mercy of our seniors, Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, or different Vaishnavas. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, we are made up on the mercy of Vaishnavas. I read, someone sent me a forward in the picture. I can't remember the exact word, but it says, you don't know who's praying for you and you don't know who's playing with you. Someone is praying for you and someone is playing with you. So we should increase the number of people who are praying for us, not playing with us. Many people are playing with us in this material world. We should not let them play with us. We should create number of devotees, try to seek their blessings, try to generate more and more blessings. Do seva. Not to take anything, but to give whatever can be given. Because by giving service, we attract blessings. And my Guru Maharaj said, with those blessings, anything can be changed. Anything can, no matter how bad karmic reactions you're going to suffer, but it can be changed through the blessings of Vaishnavas. So give service, render service to Vaishnavas, please them as best as possible. satisfy them with their service, and with their heart they will pray for you. And that blessings will change all the karmas, not only all the karmas, it will make your heart suitable place so that Krishna can come and reside in that heart. So we should try those way. Otherwise, we are not very qualified. Prabhu, I've been doing 32 rounds, 40 rounds. That's very nice, and we should do that. But that itself will not attract Krishna. It's the service rendered to Vaishnavas that will attract their mercy, their blessings, and then through those blessings, Krishna will come and reside in our heart. So we should try to get that. So when we go in front of Krishna, my Guru Maharaj used to say, we are naked. We cannot hide anything from Krishna. We can hide from the material world, from material people. We can show off, I'm so great. I have this quality, that quality, but in front of Krishna, nothing works. Krishna knows your past, present, and future. So nothing hiding in front of Krishna, and just fold the hands. Please, Krishna, give me your blessings. Give me your blessings. I just need your blessings. I cannot say anything else. So this makes us very, very humble and clear, distinguished position of Krishna through this verse. There's a lot to be said on this verse, but yeah, let's move on. 727. Who has not read today? Anju Bohra Mataji. Would you like to read?
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Ichhadvesa samuddhena dvandva mohena varata sarvabhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. O son of Bharata, O conqueror of the four, all living entities are born into delusion, bewildered by dualities arising from desire and hate.
Thank you, Mataji. So I'll just start from line 3 and I'll tell you why. Just I'll translate it and then I'll try to expand on it. Sarva Bhutani. Who knows the answer? Sarva Bhutani. Difficult word? Very simple. Huh?
All living entities.
All jivas, yeah. Sarva means all, bhuta refers to jiva. Sarva bhutani. What are some moham? So moha refers to, who can tell me the meaning of moha? They're easy words.
Illusion.
Illusion. And some moha means break in Sanskrit. Hari Gopal Prabhuji.
Sammoha is very special
Sankirtan.
kind of.
Sammoha. Not special. Sammoha. Sankirtan. Who can say now?
बहुत सारे desire.
बहुत सारे. Samyak. Samyak means complete. Sankirtan means complete kirtan. Complete glorification of Krishna. Or there's more meanings, but one meaning. Samyak kirtan. So sammoha refers to samyak moha. That means completely illusioned. Not partially illusioned, not just illusioned, Complete pagal. Sammoha. Sarv bhutani are sammoha, completely illusioned. Sarge. Sarge refers to sarga visarga. Atta sarga visarga shast. 2, 3, 10. Amrit Prabhu. Okay. There are 10 topics of Bhagavatam. Sarga is the first topic. Visarga is the second topic. So sarga is creation. Visarga is secondary creation. So sarga refers to utpatti, production, janma. So sarge. Sarva bhutani sarge. All bhutas are born. All living entities are born in what? Sammoha, complete illusion. Why? Why they are born in complete illusion? Dvanda Mohena Bharata. Bharata refers to. Now, there are two addresses for Arjuna is used, Bharata and Parantapa. So, all living entities are born in complete illusion. Why? Let's go to line 2. Dvanda Mohena Bharata. Because of Dvanda. Dvanda refers to, anyone knows the translation of Dvanda? Examples of Dvanda? We have read it many, many times.
Duality.
Dualities. Example, Prabhuji?
Heat, cold, fame, infamy,
Verse, Prabhu?
happiness, sadness.
Verse, Prabhu?
Oh, bro, just 1 second. It is Jitatmana Prashantasya
Very good. Thank you.
Paramatma Samahito Sitoshna Sukhatukeshu Tatha Manapan.
Very nice. He knows so many verses. Very good.
अभी आप ही से पूछा दो दिन पहले.
No problem, Prabhuji. I'm also learning, Prabhu. I also forget. No worries. We just all together we are trying to learn few nice things. Okay, who can tell me the number? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu knows, but someone else can. Some important verses we should know.
6.7.
6.7. Thank you so much. 6.7. So Dvanda. So Dvanda we understand. Dvanda Mohena Bharata. Now if you look at the translation, beautiful translation. O skin of Bharata, O conqueror of the four. This is Arjuna's words. All living entities are born into delusion, which is Sarva Bhutani Sammohan. Bewildered by what? Dualities. They are bewildered, they are moha. By what? Dualities. Now we understand dualities. Where does these dualities come from? These six dualities which Sanjay Vyas Prabhuji said. Ichha, Dvesha. Samuthena again is arisen from. So Dvanda, we know the Dwa, six types of Dvandas we know. How come these six Dvandas arises? Because of Jiva's Ichha. Ichha refers to here a positive connotation. Ichha is just not a desire, maybe positive or negative. Ichha refers to something which you like, and Desha, something which you don't like. Every Jiva has two types of things, isn't it? Shavit Prabhu, you have any Ichha and Desha? No, he's a complete Vaishnava. Generally,
So reading the
sorry, Prabhu, you're again on mute. Anyway,
so
every jiva will have a ichha. Ichha means what he wants to achieve, and will be some dvesha. Dvesha means what he does not want to achieve. Now here ichha refers to, in general terms, uh, again ichha can have lots of meanings, but one of the meanings in this context, as explained by Prabhupada and Acharyas, what I have heard, ichha refers to enjoying separately from Krishna. That's the ichha. I should become God. Now we don't necessarily directly say that or feel it. When I say that, or Acharya say that, what it means, I want to enjoy completely. Means Krishna is enjoying completely. Who can enjoy completely? We can't. Because we are limited. Our resources are limited. Our body is limited. Even if all the bhogas are given, suppose you like ice cream, and sometimes your friend can buy you 5 liters of ice cream and say, Prabhuji, jitna ichha hai khao. You eat as much. How many liters of ice cream you can have? Half a liter max? I don't know your capacity. 1 liter. And if you eat 5 liter, you will pass actually 10 liter. Because your body is limited. You just cannot enjoy like Krishna. Anyway, so ichha here refers to enjoying separately from Krishna, independently Krishna, and here enjoyment also means I become the controller of everything. And dvesha, on the other hand, refers to why something or someone is not in my control. Why I am not getting what I want to get, I become dvesha, aversion. I don't like this blue devotee, I like green devotee, we all like, some people don't like some people, so that is called dvesha. I do not want it. Prahlad Maharaj says in Srimad Bhagavatam in 7th canto in his prayers that priya and apriya word he uses. So we all want to have a yoga with priya. Yoga means we want to associate with priya. Priya means what we like, and viyoga with apriya. Viyoga means we don't want to get what we don't like. Suppose you don't like karele ka sabji. Now, I like karele ka sabji, but suppose you don't like karele ka sabji, and once you go home and your mama has made karele ka sabji, you say, Mama, ye kya banaya hai? My dear mother, what you have made today? Mama said, this is what you have to eat today, karele ka sabji. So life many times serve karele ka sabji. Does it happen with anyone? Life sometimes serve you karele ka sabji. Karela with neem. Life gives you that, So it happens. We don't want it, We don't want that. We want yoga with the priya. But what happens? Generally speaking, this material yoga with apriya. We get to associate with those people whom we don't like, and whom we like to associate priya. We get viyoga with them. We don't get to associate with them. We like our spiritual master. How much time we get, physical time at least, with your spiritual master? Very little. Sometimes you get that. And with your boss, with all due respect to all the bosses, your neighbors, sometimes some family members, don't like to even see their face. They're always with you, always with you. What to do, So this is called Ichha and Dvesha. So I'll just go back. Ichha, Dvesha, Samuthena. So arisen from Ichha and Dvesha. Ichha here refers to desire. Dvesha refers to hatred or aversion. We have these different types of dvandas, and we get illusion. And all the living entities are born into illusion. Now I'll connect this back to 728. Let's go to 728 and we'll read it again. So basically 727 said, all living entities are born into illusion, and they go through this dvanda. They go through these dualities because of what? What is the bottom line of that? Ichha and Dvesha. Something liking, something disliking. How can you remove that? That is the verse 720. It's a very, very famous verse. It's a very important verse as well. Who hasn't read today? Please. Anyone? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, you can read. A very sweet verse.
The Sanskrit, Prabhu?
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah. Yeshanta antagatam papam jananan punyakarmanam te dvandvamoha nirmukta bhajante mam dridavritah. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, are freed from the dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination.
Thank you, Prabhu. Just to give a connection between 727 and 728. So here it says, Dvanda Mohena Bharata. Everyone is illusioned. Now here says, Dvanda Moha Nirmukta. So if you want to come out of that moha, which is discussed in the 727, what you should be doing? Come to line 1. Ye sham tva antagatam papan. So tva refers to but. So we're just continuing the thoughts. Krishna is continuing thoughts from 727. So everyone is born into illusion and they get into bewildered by dualities. That's what he discussed in 727. Saying, but ye sham, those people, antagatam papam, jinka paap khatam ho gaya hai. Antagatam. No more paap. That means they are not committing any sinful acts now. Jananam means people. Punya karmanam, and they only perform pious activities. So two characteristics are given. One, they do not perform any sinful activities. Second, they only perform pious activities. Te dvanda moha nirmukta. They only can come out of dvanda moha, bewildered by dualities. So if you do not want to get bewildered by dualities, what you should be doing? Two things. Giriraj Prabhuji, what are the two things we should be doing as per this verse?
Not to do sinful activities and try to do more and more pious activities.
Yes, only pious activities. So no sin and pious. So if you do that, what will happen? The result will be, Prabhuji, Dvanda Moha Nirmukta. Mukta means liberated. Nirmukta means completely liberated. Then you will not be any dualities. That, what does this mean? Ichha and Dvesh will go. Desire to enjoy separately from Krishna will go. Dvesha with Krishna. Dvesha with Krishna again here means, why Krishna is enjoying with 6 billion gopis? Why not me? Krishna said, Prabhupada said, the problem is not why Krishna has 6 billion girlfriends. Problem is, why don't you have even one? Anyway, this Prabhupada said that, and his disciples also repeated this word. So I've just heard in the lecture. You understand? So Dvesha here refers to why Krishna is enjoying so much. Why not me? There's not direct Dvesha with Krishna, but at the same time, we want to become a surrogate God. Surrogate God means replacement God. I want to become God. Like, I want to enjoy like God. So Ichha and Dvesh will only go when these two things will happen. And when that happens, we only performing punya and no sinful activities. The last line, beautiful. Bhajante mam, how? Dradvrataha, with determination. 1 to 6. Amrit Prabhu, what are the two qualities of bhakti? 1 to 6. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir dokshache ahetuki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. That's Bhagavatam says. So what are the two qualities of bhakti?
So it's unmotivated and it's continuous.
Sensitive. Ahetuki apratihata. Right? Two qualities are given. Now, many times, all of us under Prabhupada's shelter, we don't have hetu with Krishna. Okay, sometimes we may have some mixed desires, but that's mostly. A hetu is not a big problem. But the bigger problem is for most of us is apratihata. We perform devotion, there's no doubt. Getting a Mangala Aarti, chanting 16 rounds, doing worship to Krishna, some say what to Krishna, we do that. No problem with that. But what happens? Then we come back, there's a gap. There's a gap. And then we perform some devotion, there's a gap. So apratihata. We don't perform devotion constantly. Sometimes we serve Krishna, sometimes we serve Maya. Sometimes we serve Krishna, sometimes we serve Maya. So what is happening here? Your determination is weak. So if you want to have a Dradhavrata like Dhruva Maharaj, no one, Achala Bhakti in Krishna, Dradhavrata, Bhajante Mam. You want to do bhajan of Krishna with Dradhavrata, what you should be doing? Yesham Tandagatam Papam Jananam Punya Karmanam. So two things we have to do. Stop doing sinful activities, only perform punya. Now what does punya mean? I'll just say very quickly. Again, punya is a big word. Sometimes in material world we take punya as you're feeding some hungry people, you're giving some donation, some orphanage and all those things. That is fine, but that's not the real punya. The real definition of pap and punya is anything which takes you away from Krishna, that's pap. Anything which brings you closer to Krishna, that's punya. So punya actually refers to serving Krishna. Punya does not just mean you give some money to a poor person, which is a punya, it's a piety, it's a pious act. But that punya is in the modes of material nature. It will still keep you in the modes of material nature. But when you serve Krishna, that's a real piety. Real piety. We should fill our account with real piety of service to Krishnas and service to Vaishnavas. And so jana vyasham tandakadam, and no sinful activities. Now, no one can say that at this stage at least, but if we sincerely try and even if we perform some accidental sinful activities, Krishna will wipe off those things. But again, don't make it nama aparadha. You plan it and then, Prabhu, I'll just chant one extra round and I perform some. That will not work. That will become an offense against the holy name. Krishna doesn't like that. But some accidental, occasionally done sinful activities, we are not aware of it. Something happened because 6 types of pap we all perform every day as per Manu Samhita. You cannot avoid it. Those sort of things, Krishna will wipe it off. And you can. So this shloka is for not initiating the bhakti. This is for performing the bhakti in a steady manner. Your graph is going upwards, not like sometime up, sometime down, sometime up, sometime down, like that. Now, if you read 7:16, anyone remembers verse 7:16? Anyone? Fatafat? You can refer back to Gita, that's okay. Just read it. Everyone knows that verse. The simplest verse. Read it.
Chaturvidha bhajante mam.
So, Chaturvidha what? Bhajante mam. And the word here is what is used, Amrit Prabhu?
Bhajante.
Bhajante mam. What's the commonality? 7:16 and 7:28? Bhajante mam, right? Both are doing bhajan. But that bhajan, at least 3 types of devotees, you can say, Arto Jigyasu Arthati. Why are they doing bhajan, Amrit Prabhu? Sakam Bhakta. They have some kamana in their heart, right? They're going to Krishna. But this one is saying Bhajante Mam Dradata. That means it's a continuation of the devotion with firm determination. Is that okay?
Yes.
And that one was the initiation of devotion. This is the continuation of the devotion in a steady manner. So you understand the difference 7:16 and 7:28? Big difference. That's the initiation of bhakti. You go to Krishna, very nice. Krishna, give me some money, remove my disease, blah, blah, blah. No problem. That's the initiation of bhakti. But slowly, once you come to these 2 stages, antagatam papam punya karmanam, what will happen? Bhajante mam dradvrataha. So who is stopping us to do dradvrataha? What's the answer? Supriya Mata. Who is stopping us to do bhajan dradvrataha?
World conflicts.
Papa. Pap. So pap is stopping us. We have still not stopped, me included, our pap. And lack of punya. Lack of punya here refers to what? Lack of service to Krishna. So because we are not performing these 2 things, our bhakti is pratihata, not apratihata, not constant. When we do that apratihata bhakti, our bhakti will become drada bhakti. It says, Vishwan Chakra Thakur says, our bhakti at the moment, and we're talking about devotees here, okay, aspiring devotees, but we are trying to become devotees, from a banana tree to a banyan tree. Which one is easy to get uprooted? Anyone? Sulekha Mata. Which is easy to get uprooted?
Banana tree.
How? It says even a child can peel. They're just peels there. They're like onion. Peel, and a banana tree will disappear. Banyan tree, you don't even know where to start. You don't even know where the main stem is because even the roots look like a stem, a very old banyan tree. So our bhakti should be like banana tree or banyan tree? Banyan tree. Our bhakti at the moment, most of us, is like banana tree. It can be uprooted. So we should try to get to that stage of banyan tree, which is called Achala Bhakti. Okay, let's do 29. Now 29 and 30, they are very interrelated. They are actually very short verses. This is just few new terms Krishna is putting and Arjun will ask these questions in chapter 8 in the beginning. Okay, let's read 729. Who hasn't read today? Krishna Valbhamata, would you like to read?
Jara marana mokshaya mam ashritya yatanti ye te brahma tadvidu kritsanam adhyatmam karma chakhilam. Intelligent persons who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death take refuge in me in devotional service. They're actually Brahman because they entirely know everything about transcendental activities.
Thank you, Mataji. So, very simple words are there. Jara, Maran, Mokshaya. One who wants to get rid of Jara and Maran. Moksha means Nivritti. Huh? Moksha means to come out of that. Huh? Jara means, anyone knows Jara? Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukha Dosha Nirashanam.
Old age.
Thank you, Prabhu. And Maran, everyone knows Maran. So, if you want to come out of old age and Maran, what you should do? Mam Ashritya. Clearly, Krishna is saying Mam Ashritya. And this is again another verse in Bhagavad Gita which can be quoted how Krishna is different from a Jiva. Huh? If Jiva and Krishna, God, is same, then whom should take shelter of another one? Why should Arjun need to take shelter of Krishna? Arjun is taking shelter of Krishna because saying, Krishna, you are my guru. I am your disciple. Please help me to drive away my illusion. Arjun is taking shelter of Krishna. So Jiva has to take shelter of Krishna. If you want Jara Maran Moksha, if you want to continue in your Jara Maran, means keep taking Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jatare Shayanam. If you want to do that, no problem. Don't take shelter of Krishna. But if you want to come out of that, Mam Ashritya, take my Ashraya. Any parallel verse in Bhagavad Gita? Everyone knows that. Come on. First verse in
Mamekam Saranam Braja.
Haribol Rajesh Prabhu ki jai. Thank you. Huh? Mamekam Sharanam Braja. Mam Ashritya Tantiya. So Krishna is repeatedly saying, not only just one verse, repeatedly in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving a similar message. That's why Prabhupada many times write these things, sometimes the translation, sometimes the purport, so that you get the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita even in that page of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, Mam Ashrit Yatantiye, so please take shelter of me. Te Brahma, and these people who take shelter of me, they are Brahma. Now don't ask me the answer. I'm just reading the verse, and these answers will be given in chapter 8. Arjun will also have the curiosity. Parallel verse number. Rajesh Prabhu, help. The verse number, please. Rajesh Prabhu.
Sorry for I couldn't hear it. Like I
Oh,
was talking to
no problem.
Rasika.
What is the verse number which you just mentioned? Shobit Prabhu is curious to know the verse number. Oh, come on. Someone help, please. Verse.
1866.
Thank you so much. Okay, Shobit Prabhu, 1866. Te Brahma, these people are Brahma. Tad Vidu. Vidu means who will tell the meaning of Vidu? Abhi pada.
Who
Vidu.
knows?
Knows, thank you. Tad Vidu means they know. What do they know? Krishnam. Who knows the meaning of Krishnam? So there's Krishna and Krishna. They're two words. Krishna. This has also been used earlier in Bhagavad Gita in the 6th chapter. Krishna means Akhila, Sampurna, complete. So their knowledge is complete. Of what? Adhyatmam karma chakhilam. And their karma, their activities are adhyatma. Adhyatma refers to transcendental. Huh? So Prabhupada writes here, they're actually Brahman because they entirely know everything. Entirely is Krishnam, Vidu, to know everything about transcendental activities, adhyatmam karma. Don't worry about the explanation. We'll come to that. I'm just reading the verse as it is. So if you want to take moksha, want to get nivrit of jara and maran, take shelter of Krishna. And if you do that, you are Brahman and you know entirely the transcendental activities. Okay, this is 729. Let's read 730. This is the last verse of this chapter. Who wants to read? Who hasn't read today? I don't know. Please tell me. Okay, Amrit Prabhu, you can read. Have you read
Yeah.
today? I'm not sure.
No problem.
Okay, please. Very nice. I want everyone to read at least one verse in each class.
स आदिभूत आदिदेवं मम स आधिया जनम च ये विदु.
Sadhi Yagyam. So if you read in Hindi, Prabhu, if you can read
Yes.
Sadhi Yagyam. Cha ye viduhu.
स
Yes, Prabhu.
याधियज्ञ स आधियज्ञं च ये विदु. प्रयाणकाले अपि च मम ते विदुर्युक्तचेतसा. Translation: Those who know me as the Supreme Lord, as the governing principle of the material manifestation, who know me as the one underlying all the demigods and as the one sustaining all sacrifices, can, with steadfast mind, understand and know me even at the time of death.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So there are three terms Krishna is introducing here. Sadhi Bhuta, you can read in English or Hindi. Sadhi Bhuta, Sadhi Daiva, and Sadhi Yajna. What they are, we'll be explaining them in the next class. So these three terms. So Sadhibhut, so Prabhupada writes the meaning, you can read as it is. Sadhibhuta means governing principle of the material manifestation. Adhidev refers to governing all the demigods. And Sa Adhiyagya refers to governing all sacrifices. So governing principle of material manifestation, governing principle of demigods, and governing principle of sacrifices. So Sadhibhutam, Adhidaivam Mam, Sadhiyagyam Chaye Vidu. One who knows me, like Sadhibhuta, Sadhidaiva, Sadhiyagya. Prayan Kale. What does Prayan Kal means? Kal means time, Prayan means leaving time. So when your time comes to leave the body, that is called Prayan Kal, Antakal, whatever you want to call. Apichamam. So although that Kal, that time is very, very difficult, but even in that Kal, Prayan Kal, te vidur yukta chetasa. They can understand me, they can remember me even at the time of death, which is very, very difficult. It says, some scripture says, you will feel the pain of 10,000 scorpions biting you simultaneously at the time of death. So it's not easy. It's not easy to remember Krishna unless you have practiced throughout your life to remember Krishna. It says, at that time it's so painful, like when Yamdutas came to Ajamil. What did he utter? Everyone knows that. What did he utter? And why?
Narayan.
Why? Was he remembering Lord Vishnu?
No, his son.
Why?
Because
attachment.
he loves his son.
He loves his son because he spent his time, his attachment with his son was so much that when the problem comes, when the little baby problem comes, what he says? Mama! Mummy! Whatever. All of a sudden this mama word comes out. Why? Because the child spends so much time with mama or papa. So whenever you are in trouble, you remember the person whom you have the most relationship or most attachment or you have taken most shelter of. If you take shelter of cricket, what you will remember when you dream? Cricket, football. I didn't know actually the football cup is going on. In my office today, people are talking about football. And I'm like, okay, the football is going on. And I don't know any teams or etc. But they're just talking, and they're looking. Uh, their whole conscious is like football consciousness. Anyway, so if you are attached with football, cricket, whatever, with all due respect to all people and all the events and games, etc., but if you are not connected to Krishna in Prayan Kal, it will be very, very difficult to remember Narayan. Ajamil was lucky, his son's name was Narayan. We may not be so lucky. We may not be so lucky. So we have to practice remembering Narayan every single day, very, very diligently, very, very sincerely. And then probability is even when the Prayan Kal comes, when the difficult time comes, we are able to remember Krishna in his best form, regardless of the painful situation of body. It says when Takshak came to bite Parikshit Maharaj, Parikshit was in fully transcendental state and he did not even had any experience pain of Takshak biting him. When Indra was cutting the head of Vritasur, he did not have any pain, any remembrance. He was absorbed in Krishna so much. It has it getting chopped off with Vajra, and he has no pain at all. No pain at all. Just imagine that scenario. Will it ever happen to us? We get little guy, where is the bandage? But their head is getting choked off and they are completely absorbed because they have practiced remembering Krishna throughout their life. So when we practice remembering Krishna, some people say, why are you chanting? What's happening with the chanting? You're still the same. No, we are not still the same. Things are changing. It's not manifesting externally as yet, but they will manifest. It is changing our consciousness. We are not exactly what we were 10 years ago. Amrit Prabhu, is it right? At least some change.
Like I'm not the one I was a moment ago.
You're not the one?
Like I'm changing every moment. It
You're
feels
changing.
like
Yes,
that.
that's right. So we are changing. Now the changes may not be manifesting as yet. We don't realize it, but we are all changing. So keep doing devotional service, and one day we will be able to transcend this body. Body suffering will come to everyone. Body suffering will come, but will not experience the suffering. What Radhanath Maharaj says. Pain in this material world is mandatory, but suffering is optional. Something like that, Maharaj said. Very nice. Pain will come. Everybody will experience the pain, but suffering is optional. So in Prayankal, you'll be able to remember Krishna nicely. It's 9:03. I'll stop here. We finished the chapter 7. If there's any quick questions or comments, I'll take. And next week, we'll start chapter 8. Okay, everyone is fully asleep. Okay. Okay. Go and take rest, and we'll see you next week. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari.